on. One, you took on a very decisive action when you stood against Mpuuga'S corruption, suspended him from various positions, and publicly addressing his corrupt practices. Despite his significant, experience and status in politics, you were like, hey, you did the wrong thing and I'm going to expose you. However, following these measures, Mr. Mpuuga has publicly denied the wrongdoing on social media. He's going on mainstream media and denying, and he continues now to personally criticize you. He remains the member of the political party you lead. My question, number one question, how do you plan to address this situation? I mean, is there any appropriate consequences for his actions? And do we expect NUP to do anything? Does NUP has a disciplinary committee? What are they going to do, or what are you going to do? Number two, they're very short questions. I remember you said in one song, you said, my father said there's more politics in the music industry than in the parliament. Forgive them, father. They don't know whom they're dealing with. And I understand probably where you were coming from. At that time, you were beefing with folks, probably you had started the music career almost at the same time frame. The likes of Bebe Cool and Chameleon. When you came to the politics, you almost applied the same approach. The question I want to ask you, how did you get all this confidence? Because, and why am I asking this question? There could be a Murisa from Zimbabwe who only has 20 followers on Twitter and is afraid to take on the folks of these people, the likes of these folks who are well established, they're rich, they're famous, they have a following, and they're afraid. But when you came, join the politics, you are like, hey, I don't care about who you are. If you do a wrong thing, I'm going to stand against you and I will expose you. So, what would you say to this? There could be one who only has 10 followers and is afraid, oh, how do I attack? Or how do I even question a man who has over 500,000 followers on a social media platform? And then the last question, Mpuuga is sort of like you said, is gaslighting people. Now he's asking for you to debate him. First of all, I find it extremely shameless. This is the highest level of a shtick or gimmick that is completely, I don't know, it's clowning of the highest level. I want to ask you a question. Are you going to debate Mpuuga? Thank you.
Uh, Unfortunately, Mordecai, you did not ask. Debate about what? About whether or not corruption is good? Oh,
Martin, did you
I think we lost
we
Melissa.
lost
But I'll say that it would be absurd if we personalize this. This is not about my former deputy president or anybody else. It's about the evil of corruption. We stand against corruption, not against anybody. We don't stand up against Mpuuga. We stand against corruption. And anybody that fits in that bracket, we stand against. Honorable Namboze made an analogy one of the interviews when she said, we used to throw stones to evil together. But when you get up one time and say, I am throwing stones at you, that means you crossed and went to the evil side. So we are not against anybody. We are against a vice, and that is corruption. And even when one of ours has been found culpable, we shall not have double standards. That's our policy. Mordecai also asked about what he seemed to term as bravery of taking on the wrongdoing in our politics. And imagine the person that has such a small following and they wonder whether they can dare to take on the powers that be. I'll tell you, Mordecai, the one man said, and I agree with him, that one man plus the truth is the majority. So if you stand by the truth, you will have majority of the people. A few who stand for the wrong might be outspoken, they might be powerful, but ultimately the truth prevails. It never loses a fight. The truth has never lost a fight. So, yeah, stand for what is right, and you'll be shocked how many people you will be representing. You will be shocked how many people will come to stand against you. I mean, here we come. We are standing against Africa's most brutal dictator who has been in power for almost 40 years. Bank of Uganda is in his hands. UPDF is in his hands. When you go against Museveni, you are going against Uganda Revenue Authority, you're going against Uganda Police, you're going against Parliament of Uganda, you're going against all institutions, including those that are not government institutions. But nevertheless, we take him on. And we are constantly surprised that we wake up alive every other day.